Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Giants are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against a Lions defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Now a first down throw. Webb. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, Webb. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, it's Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 short. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Webb. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Green 39.
On 4th down, Webb. Going right side here, and that's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The quick slant caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, they get a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Gone. Set. Back it up, Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
This will be taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Webb. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. K1 Short in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very good return that time. Yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On first down, Webb. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he's brought down. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To throw, Webb. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Miles Jack. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. In motion goes Walters.
Leopard! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Webb flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? In motion goes Walters. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb buying time, and the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Gun! Switch.
On 4th down, Webb. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Landon Collins. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off play action, it's Webb. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Webb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Now let's go.
Webb now from the gun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And that's caught inside the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. In motion goes Walters.
No, Jack, Patriot. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Webb. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it should.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now back to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Dancing to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In motion goes Walters.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On third down, Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
All right, here we go. No. Jack, Patriot. Detroit.
On fourth down, Webb. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I tell you, You don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gone. Over. All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll set up to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
19 on the last play, 19 more here at another 1st down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 66 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Webb. Webb can't escape as he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry on.